Are we done? What are we doing?
Are we ready? I'm just waiting.
What's Christy?
I think he's asleep. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of 5 Idiots Talking Toys. I'm Shane, and that's Chris, and he just woke up. Welcome to the show, Chris.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you guys having me front and center while I was sleeping.
Brandon is here.
I didn't know we were recording.
Chris was sleeping, so I had to wake him up before I brought you in. Lord Walden, Lord of the video edit, our keeper of all things 5 Idiots Talking Toys.
Well, I'm just realizing that someone changed the title for this week's Wins and Wiffs.
I did. Is it bad?
Oh, here we go.
Wait, did I? No, I didn't change. No. I didn't change the title for Wins and Wiffs. Just for Sunday. The what was the Sunday? Oh, the May 4th. That's the only one I touched. Is May 4th.
Nope.
I didn't touch Wins and Wiffs.
Somebody did.
I did. I changed the title.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because you're not going to put on there that I have a.
It's funny.
It's funny if your name has a or not mine.
I don't care.
Well,
it draws views.
I just changed the May 4th one to add the word Star Wars Day and like a few hashtags in the copy, but that was it. There's some copy in there.
Why don't you put your name has a?
Because I don't have a Skeletor.
Brandon, he's 80 years of age. You can't get a.
It doesn't give me a. It gives me a Skeletorner. Motu.
God.
Chris,
It's
are you going to go back
Motu.
to sleep now?
Yeah, I would like to.
It's Motu.
Folks, welcome to the show. It's Wednesday, and that means it's time for Wins and Wiffs of the Week. Thanks for joining us. Charles is at a cricket tournament.
He
Loves cricket.
I kid you not. That is not a joke.
So
now. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was saying right now on Long Island, there's a really huge cricket tournament that's going on at Eisenhower Park. And I know, John, Brandon, you guys are not familiar with that area, but it is packed over here. And on Sunday, there was the Super Bowl of cricket tournament. I think it was India versus Pakistan. And that's known as like the two biggest rivals in the sport playing. And
I heard those teams are nuts. Like
I thought he was joking.
you couldn't leave your house and go anywhere near there because there was cops on every block. Just roadblocks everywhere. The traffic was horrendous.
I hear that that Charles is the highest ranked bowler in cricket.
mm-hmm. he throws a wicked googly or something.
I thought it involved a racket.
Sticky wicket.
That's why Charles has been on the
Like a
show.
stick.
No, it's a flat bat. It looks like they're playing baseball, except the pitcher bounces the ball before it gets there, and then the batter hits it with a flat stick. It's like a flat bat.
Picture like a short hockey stick, but it's like flat.
Yeah. Isn't it weird that there's such a huge sport in the world and we don't even know like how you play it or what?
Well, I had no idea. People were telling me that it's more popular than soccer. And I was like, what?
Why is it in Long Island?
No idea.
Long Island's like the center of the world these days.
No clue.
Big golf tournaments and
I can tell you firsthand, I don't want anybody here. I want everyone out.
That's why you moved to Long Island.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's an island.
Chris has been shopping for houses in the same neighborhood the Unabomber lived in. He just wants to be out in the woods with his quiet backyard and his toys and his mailman who picks him up. All right. Well, here we are. It's time for wins, and we're going to share our new collectibles with you that we've brought into our homes and into our collections or things that will go up for sale even on Rogue 5 Toys, our sales page. You could visit rogue5toys.com and hang out with us there, join the group, and you'll see things that are going to go up for sale. If you follow us on Patreon and become a member at patreon.com/5idiotstalkingtoys, then you're going to get previews, sneak previews a couple days before those items are going to get posted. And you'll also get all of these episodes early as well. So check that out. All right, guys, it is time for the first win of the week. All right, Chris is about to fall asleep. We might lose him at any moment. So look at those eyes. They're not even open. All right, you're going to be up for your win of the week.
Are you really tired, or you just...
No, I'm exhausted right now.
He's got like 6 kids now.
You got
my wife went to work today, and I was home with the kids all day, and all I'm doing is just dropping off at school, picking up, potty training this one, feeding the baby this, it's selling toys on the page, and people are messaging me saying, is this real? Is this fake? And I'm just like, yeah, this big pile of piss on the floor. It's real. I can tell you right now.
Brandon actually could use your help with some potty training. He's having a rough day, so
that's true. He's having a rough sport right now.
I'm just happy he's got it all out in one squeeze.
So I have a nice win. Since I moved downstairs into the basement, I really never had time to organize and set everything up the way that I normally would, because like I'm like an OCD freak when it comes to being organized. So I had a little time last night, and I was cleaning some stuff up, and I found a whole bag of accessories.
Whoa!
A bunch of Yoda canes and snakes. I think I had
microphones.
Like 5 Yoda canes, microphones, sabers.
Jesus.
Just a bag of accessories just sitting in the closet. And as we all know, this is $500 probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine how much it was a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
when you lost it.
I mean,
it's actually one of Shane's boxes that he had in a corner.
Yeah,
it might be. Yeah.
Except I had a box of figures, and he's got a box of gold.
So I was happy when I saw that. I was like, oh man! I was like, I actually forgot about this. I was like, yeah, I remember this.
Hey Shane, remember when people used to get mad at us for finding a win of the week from something that you forgot you had? Remember that?
Yes. Yeah. They're saying it's not new, it's not a win, it's not from this week. You already had it.
You forgot that you had it. It doesn't count.
Was that people on this show, or was this Patreon support?
No, that was on the show.
Yeah,
I thought people on the show. Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah. Well,
who said that?
So it goes. It's a win because
it was like Charles or something. Charles was like, Shane, you can't use that.
It sounds like
something that you had that you don't remember that you had.
It's always Charles. Always. Middle child syndrome.
Sour Susie.
Sour Susie.
Well, what's funny though, if you really break down the point of this show, yes, it's supposed to be, new things coming in, but you finding that is a bigger win than any, $30 item that one of us got in the mail.
Exactly what I thought. So when I was so excited finding this thing, I showed my wife, and she doesn't, she's like, cool, like loser. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. Like, this is over $500 worth of stuff in here, like easily. And I pulled out like 5 Yoda canes, and I'm like, right here, this is like $200.
Yeah.
And she's like,
yeah, I hear you.
You disgust me.
Yeah, exactly.
Not one crap is given.
Not one crap. All right. Well, there you go. As we always say, go ahead and feel free to look on Rogue 5 Toys for that to be for sale 3 weeks ago. We record, we got to record, a little bit in advance. We can't be recording the day of every day. So sometimes you'll see stuff from the episode. Sometimes it's long gone, but you get the gist. Keep an eye on Rogue 5 Toys. There's always new stuff on the page. Chris and Brandon keep it flush. John peppers in there, here and there. And I got to get off my butt and start peppering in.
And
All right.
And Charles quit.
Charles quit. He only does.
He doesn't even collect anymore.
No,
he's
Well,
not.
he collects Lego.
Lego.
I don't think he
Don't
does
let
that
him-
anymore.
Really?
Probably not. His name is Charles.
Don't let him fool you.
I saw somebody posting on eBay last night, and I was just kind of like just bored on my phone at the very end of the night, and somebody was posting the Power of the Force 12-inch figures, like mint in box. Not expensive stuff, but I was just checking it out because I was like, you know what? I don't know anything about these. Like, which ones are worth something? Which ones were going for more? And then down the list, the guy, I just took a look at what he had for sale. He had a bunch of those, so he must be selling his collection. And then he had Legos.
I have 5 of them.
Or Lego. Do you?
Yeah, literally.
He had Star Wars Lego after that. Or maybe I was looking at like what just sold this past week from him to see what else he had. And they must have been old because they were prequel stuff. And the logo and the box art is so different than it is now. So it just made me wonder. I mean, Charles isn't here to ask, but I know he goes after all the Star Wars minifigs. Some of them have to be pretty old now. I mean, those boxes looked old. I don't know. I don't know if they were like 20, 25 years old. I don't know when they started with Star Wars, but
not that long. I mean, it's been 10, 15 years, not 25 years.
So I wonder if some of those are expensive, not because they're rare, but just because they're so old at this point, 15 years old. The boxes looked totally different. So it was interesting. All right, Brandon, let's get you up next for your win of this week.
My win of the week is a fresh one that I just picked up.
Okay. I thought that was going somewhere else.
A fresh one.
So fresh.
I posted this on Patreon, but I made a pickup in a hotel room. It was
a
collection from in a hotel room. It's kind of weird. Very weird. It was a really crappy hotel. Super 8.
Was it nicer than the dumpster or not? Not really.
I think the stuff that the collection was probably worth more than the entire hotel. But here's one piece that I can share because the rest of it is kind of packed up. But here is a sealed 12-inch C-3PO with the flap not bent on it at all.
That is insane.
Wow.
So,
did the guy live in the motel room?
I don't ask questions, John.
I wish you could actually share the full story.
I know.
What's the full story? Anyway, I was like, I had to step over this guy that was smoking outside his room, and I was just really I was like, all right, I got to keep an eye on the car and keep an eye on my money and keep an eye on me and
my life.
My life.
Chris, remember when you stopped me from going an hour away to this collection in this shady,
I did,
crappy area, and you were like, "Don't do it, man. It's not it was $1,000 worth of stuff, and I would have made some money on it, but you were like, it's so not worth it."
Because I did it once in Staten Island for $30,000.
Oh my God.
Even though I made money on it, I regret it to this day that I still ever did it.
Yeah.
Because it was very shady.
I knew the guy that was selling it, so because he had just picked it up that day, and he called me, and he's like, "Hey, I know you do Star Wars, so here's all this Star Wars stuff." So I knew who it was, so I wasn't too scared about it.
So he picked up a larger collection and had stuff that he wanted.
Yeah.
And then flipped it to Brandon.
He doesn't really do Star Wars too much, but he did keep a couple pieces because he likes it. I mean, he'll end up selling them to me anyway because that's what he usually does. He'll keep it for a couple weeks and then he's like, "All right, I'm tired of looking at it."
Well,
that's where I got the same guy I got the Skeletor from.
That's what Chris and Charles do. They get stuff in for their own collections and it lasts 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Done.
Remember when Charles was starting a whole new figure run? That was a month and a half ago, and he's been done for a month.
I wish you've known him as long as I have because I've heard that story about 37 times already.
So that collection included a sealed AT-AT, which is a really nice box. A sealed shuttle, a complete Millennium Falcon, a sealed speeder bike, which is whatever. What else? or a Rebel transport in a really nice box. I don't know which one's the rare one, but it's in a blue box.
I was gonna say, is it the yellow or the blue? I don't remember.
Blue.
I just have the box with mine that it's loose, but my box is yellow.
Are you keeping any of it? I think the blue one is the rare one, and the yellow one was the more common one.
Yeah. I have one already. I don't know if it's yellow or blue, but we'll see. I'll see what kind of shape it's in. Am I keeping any of it? There's some modern stuff in there that I'm not keeping, but it was like these Saga collection first issue the day that it came out or something. I don't know. It's like a weird sticker on there.
Huh.
He said it was worth something. I don't know. Actually, there was a pile of X-Files comics that was included that I might keep, but that's it.
Nice,
because I like the X-Files stuff, so I might actually keep that. Cool. But yeah, that was a huge just pile of random odds and ends and oddballs and Star Wars video games and computer. Was that 16-bit Star Wars? It's not Super Nintendo, but
it was like Super Star Wars, maybe.
No, this is like it looks like a computer game, but it's 16. Commando 64 or something. What's the name of that?
Commodore
64.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Never heard that.
Something like that. I don't know. There's all sorts of random stuff with it, so you'll see it on the page. But that was pretty neat collection to pick up, and definitely one of the weirder ones where I had to go to get it. So hopefully, never going back there. But hopefully there's more. Apparently the guy that he got it from has more. So
well, I mean, if you just going by that box, it must be some nice stuff. I mean, that box is crisp.
I mean, I'm going to fly out to the hotel tomorrow if there's more.
I mean, there's like the boxes on some of these items. I'm like blown away. I'm like, wow, that is really nice. And majority of the stuff is sealed. Oh, and probably the highlight, which is probably the rarest thing out of everything that I picked up, was a toy toter like my R2D2.
Mm-hmm.
Still in the box, unused.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that to me is probably the rarest thing out of everything I picked up.
Yeah.
Oh, so you got that?
Yeah,
nice.
Rare.
That will be for sale as well because I already have one. Rare. But that is it. That is my wins of the week.
Nice. Rare. All right, very good. Well, John's going to take a call.
Yeah, John, just to let you know, going forward, please, can you please address Shane as sir?
Yes, sir. Sir,
thank you.
Sir, thank you, sir.
I would appreciate that.
What was that? Remember, like in what was that scary movie or whatever? There was like Doofy, and he used to just go like
Officer Doofy.
My pants.
Yeah. Who would have thought that was the guy that was killing everybody?
I know.
I didn't see that one coming.
Spoiler alert from 37 years ago.
Yeah. Sorry, you're not caught up. All right, my win of the week is a vintage Sigma ceramic figure. This one kind of eluded me for a little bit. I have several others, but the box is in nice shape. It's not sealed or anything, but nice shaped box. And I actually did have one of these at one point that I got in a small lot, and the lightsaber was broken. So that was no good. Or it might, I don't remember if it broke in shipping or whatever, but this one is in really nice shape. And if you're familiar with these at all, the same thing on the Emperor one, the Emperor Throne, the black rubs off really easily, and it actually even flakes. I had an Emperor
bare spots on his butt. Have you been rubbing his butt?
No. There's a little nick on his shoulder though, actually.
Oh, I see that.
But
little Sharpie.
From the front it displays nicely.
Yeah.
I mean,
but I had an Emperor Throne where the whole back was all flaked off and horrible.
That's a really bad design of Luke Jedi. Wow. It looks no, I'm not making fun of it. It looks like a little kid.
I was going to say, I think it was supposed to appeal to kids, like.
Oh, okay.
I don't recall, but I think it was like the kind of thing like an aunt or a grandma would buy a kid to put on his shelf or his dresser, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like a Precious Moments kind of thing?
Yeah, exactly. Like I have...
Precious Moments.
Oh, you fell right into that one.
Yeah, I don't think I have one right here, but I have the Leia, one, of course. And even that
exactly
one
like him.
Is childlike.
Right, John?
No.
Look, actually,
yeah, no.
It looks more like the little kid who played Anakin in Phantom Menace.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Jake Lloyd.
Ooh.
God, do you see what he looks like now?
Good reach.
Oh yeah.
No, I have no. What does he look like now?
Worse than that figure.
Does he look like
Chris, kid? It's a Taiwan.
There you go.
Does it look like the kid that was...
It's a variant.
Does it look like the kid that was in Terminator 2? Like what he looks like now?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. What's that kid's name?
Edward Furlong?
Yeah.
Have you seen him? Man, he looks rough.
It's it's sad and disappointing seeing what these people look like.
Yeah.
I think each of these kids have different stories, but there's that like one kind of similar story that went through. I can't think of the names, but some of those girls who were on the sitcoms and stuff, they just like were rock stars in LA for just a couple of years. They would get into every club. They were doing every kind of drug. And I think Edward Furlong, I think I've heard that it was kind of like that for him. It was such a huge movie, and he was like king shit for so long. Like he could go anywhere he wanted. He was getting in with, party crowds and stuff. And that was it. Like he just went downhill from there.
Kind of like Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, and I don't think anybody even knows the full story of Macaulay Culkin because I don't think he really talks about it. He's pretty private. Yeah. But he's must have recovered
from that though.
He has, and he's married and everything. But his brother, was always kind of like the brother who was kind of like brought into a couple of the movies, because his brother was, and now he's like nominated for Emmys for what's the HBO show that he's on? The one where the father owns the huge business and the kids are all trying to take over.
The Nutcracker.
The one
I tried to do John's voice.
Yeah, the one that was just on that was awesome, and everybody was nominated. I mean, his brother Kieran Culkin is doing awesome now, and it's like, why can't
Brian Jones?
Yeah, it begins with a C. I can't remember, but I'm like, why can't Macaulay Culkin be in movies? Like, maybe he just doesn't want to be. Maybe he can be. I don't know, but I'm like, he's a grown adult now. Like, what is he doing? Like, why doesn't he act or do something? I don't know. It's sad.
He's still living off of his Home Alone, movies money.
I guess so, but it seems sad to me at least. I could be totally wrong, and maybe it's not. But I think he had a lot of drug issues, like all the way until he was totally an adult, and now he's doing better. But that I can't think of that HBO show. It's awesome though. John, it is time. Succession. There's a 2 C's in it.
Obsession. Obsession.
Yeah. Chris, did you watch that show or no?
Huh?
Succession, did you watch that?
No, I have not.
All right. Okay, John, what do you got?
Really good. Yeah.
In your pursuit.
In my pursuit of the Black Manta.
You did not find him.
No way. No.
Did not find him.
100%.
I got a Brainiac.
Oh.
Almost. Cheaper version called Brainiac.
Yeah. Oh. There we go. Almost.
Who's calling me? Oh, my dad's texting me.
That's cute.
Please, John.
All right, so there's how do I get it to Brainiac? Oh, there we go. That's a little bit better. Brainiac.
Oh yeah, perfect. Hold it up.
And he goes in.
Why does he look like a wrestler?
Huh?
He looks like an elf.
Remember the Brainiac skull ship I got the other day?
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah. It's pretty detailed.
Brandon is 100% buying it now. 100%.
Oh, ready? Check this out. When you roll it across the floor.
Oh.
Its tentacles move.
I was buying it until I saw that.
That's a variant. That's a variant.
Yeah.
But yeah, this
Kung
is the
action grip.
Brainiac, Skull Ship, and Brainiac. Not the one I want. There's another version of this that I want. It's pretty awesome. But I fell asleep on that one. It was a McFarlane exclusive, and I thought it was going to be coming out in stores. Nope.
John was camping out in front of Target, and it never showed up.
Walmart.
Right.
Yep.
I went to the butcher to get a block of meat.
GameStop. Oh, that's where you found it?
Yeah, that's where I found the Skull Ship.
Thanks, Kevin.
Derek.
That was close.
Yeah. That's it.
Salute. I can picture that on John's night table, like right next to the lamp, the alarm clock. He's got one of those old-fashioned alarm clocks with like the red letters, red numbers, I mean. You guys with me on that?
Letters.
Yeah.
And letters.
Yeah, letters like PM, AM. Yeah. And he's got a Brainiac skull ship right there.
That's right. Why not? He's going to put it there tonight.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Let's post a picture to our page of your night table.
Okay.
Let's make that happen. All right, guys. Anybody have...
Yes, sir.
Anybody have a whiff of the week? Brandon, were you touched inappropriately?
I have one.
Or okay, go ahead.
I actually kind of have one too.
Now it's time for
whiff of the week.
So Shane, thank you for sharing your Sigma. It reminded me of my whiff of the week. So at the flea market this weekend, I had a box of toys, and I stopped at this other vendor that was selling. I don't know. This guy's kind of a weirdo. He sells stuff. He's always out there, always selling. He's very off on his prices. Wants a lot of money for just junk. I'm talking like hundreds of dollars for stuff. So every time he's got something Star Wars, I always ask him how much, and it's always overpriced. But I never see it again. So I don't know if people are just buying it or or if he's just recycling stuff in and out. But he had a Sigma Chewbacca bank, the one that looks like he's sitting on a toilet, that big white thing behind him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you had some of those.
Yeah, I had a couple of those, and he had a Sigma Yoda bank, which I haven't seen too often.
No, wait a minute. I'm familiar with the Sigma flower vase, right? There's a Yoda vase. What did I say? Sigma Yoda vase with a tree, right?
Yeah. There's that, but this is a Yoda character, but it's a bank. You put the money like behind his neck or whatever. I haven't seen too many of them, but I checked on eBay or whatever. I stopped by, asked how much for this. Chewbacca was $20, and Yoda was $25. I'm like, okay. I'll go walk around. I'll think about it. I come back around again, maybe 15 minutes later. So I was like, all right, let's see if I can get a better deal. Maybe I get it for 15 or 20, right? Because he's about $40 on eBay. So I was like, let me see if I get a better deal. I go and I ask, I'm like, hey man, how much for this Yoda again? And he's like, 40. And I'm like, 40? I'm like, you just said 25 2 seconds ago. And he's just like, well, I changed my mind. It's worth more. So I want 44. I messed up on the price. I was like, all right, man, I'm going to fucking put this thing back. I mean, I'm not paying $40. And like, I just, that right there pissed me off. I was like, I'm not going to buy anything from this guy. Like, who does that?
Yeah, no, you can't buy it on principle now.
No,
I'm not buying anything from this guy. Like, this guy's crazy. I don't know. I can't stand people that do that. Like,
you can't be at a flea market getting eBay prices and asking for eBay prices.
No.
That's the whole point of being at a flea market.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, some things I don't haggle down because they're cheap enough. Like, You get figures for $1 or $2. I don't know, 50 cents. Like really, But like something that's like $25, you can knock $5 off of it, no problem. Get it for $20, easy day. But to
I got too much in it.
To go from 25 to 40, it's like, wait, we're going the wrong way.
Yeah, you're going the wrong direction.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That kind of pissed me off a little bit. That was my whiff because I kind of wanted that Sigma, but not anymore. I was like, I walk away. I'll just get it on eBay with a box, cheaper.
Yeah. I think there's another Yoda. I think there's maybe a Yoda salt and pepper shaker.
Maybe. I think I've seen something like that.
And I thought there was another Yoda that was kind of the same size as that vase, but I could be wrong.
There's a mug, coffee mug.
The word that way.
The mug I think I have. I have because I have a bunch of the mugs, but
yeah.
There's a couple pieces that for anybody out here who's watching the show, if you collect any of that Sigma stuff, even if it's just a few pieces, for a character you like or whatever, there's actually several pieces that most people don't know about that are even that like Scotch tape holder. It looks really creepy and stupid.
Yeah, it's worth money,
and it's worth a lot of money. People know about that one.
C-3PO one with the you pull it out of his crotch.
Yep. But people know about that one, even though it's expensive. Everybody knows about that one. I feel like if you go, there's a website. I think it's like the Star Wars database or something.
Sigma.com.
They have the Sigma stuff on there, and I found
Star Wars.
There was a couple pieces where I'm like, oh my god, I've never even seen or heard of this. It must be so rare and hard to find if you wanted the whole set.
There's an Ugnaught nail brush.
If you really want to think about it, some of these Sigma pieces are actually pretty rare comparably because you imagine how many of these things broke.
Yeah. The one that I like is there's a Luke Landspeeder soap dish. Yeah, the soap
dish. That one's
dish.
really cool. Yeah.
That is cool. I would love to have that, but it's expensive too, I think.
I was gonna buy it and use it in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Should I do my whiff of the week, or do you want to just keep talking about soap dishes for the rest of the episode?
We can only do one.
Sigma's only one. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Save it.
Chris hates soap dishes. He hates Sigma. He hates things that can break.
Sigma.
Yeah. But there's you know what? The one that's real expensive that's in that figure collection is the Luke on the Tauntaun. That one is really expensive. And then there's the Max Rebo music box. That one is expensive.
Oh,
too. Yeah. So there's a couple that people don't all know about. There's more than you think. All right, guys. I think that's going to do it for this episode of Wins and Wiffs. Thanks for joining us here on a Wednesday or whenever you're watching this episode. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave a comment, chat with us there. We'll be happy to get back to you. And on our channel, we have a playlist of all of our Wins and Wiffs episodes. If you like this, if you want to go back through, you can play them as a playlist. They'll just play one after another if you want to watch a few. And same with our Sunday podcast episodes. They're together as well. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I will see you on Sunday, and we'll have a nice topic to discuss. Thanks for watching and subscribing. We'll see you next time on 5 Idiots Talking Toys. Bye.
No thankies.
Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye.